When we're looking at hiring, I want you to take a look at 5 things first, and then we'll get into the questions. All right. So take some notes on here. If you have any questions, just chime in here in the chat. I'll take a look every few seconds. And if you're not on the Facebook group, Barry's got you. She'll put in the questions right in here. So I made this little document, so I'm going to read off of it just so that I can stick within the ideas that I have here for you and the right questions. So number one, we're looking for someone who is proactive, right? Somebody that can come in and actually get things done without having you say, hey, can you do this? Hey, did you remember to do this? And that becomes a challenge for some real estate agents. I'm coaching one agent right now that was having a challenge with this. And I said, look, you've got to take a step back and say, hey, at some point you have to stop micromanaging. You've got to let the person you're about to hire or the person you have in your staff, let them grow into the position. Because if you're constantly asking, did you do this? Did you do that? They kind of get used to it. You're creating these habits for them. And so, and for you, obviously. So I want you to think about, are you micromanaging? Because even in the book Built to Last, and then the one after that Jim Collins wrote, which was From Good to Great, which you may have heard, he says it's not necessarily that we have people that are just good enough. A lot of the challenge is that we think we need to micromanage. And what happens is, and I sent this to my team yesterday, I said, think about this. The right people don't require you to consistently tell them what to do. They need to be led. They need to be inspired, right? And in some cases, they need to be instructed if they're trying to process something new or do something new. But they don't need to be micromanaged. And that's the difference here. So when you're looking to hire a VA, the very first thing you're looking for is, are they proactive? Right? Can they take the knowledge that they have and then look into the future slightly and understand your vision and then go from there? Because a lot of the times you do hire a VA and guess what? They're waiting for you to tell them what to do next, right? Virtual assistant in the US or outside, they're just waiting. It's like, okay, what do I do next? And those are the people you don't want in your organization, right? You want them to take this full on and see the big picture with you. Next, excellent communication skill. This comes down to you setting really the right outline and saying, hey, this is how we're going to communicate. We're going to communicate on a daily basis, in the morning, in the evening, afternoon, all in the middle. Most of the time, all of our team is communicating throughout the whole day. And we use iMessaging. Everybody's got an iPhone. Some people I know use WhatsApp, others use Facebook Messenger, Slack, and other tools. I try to make it as easy as possible for me because as a real estate agent, entrepreneur, I'm always on this thing. And if you text me, I'll probably see it and get back to you. So this is how I like to communicate with my whole team. And the whole day, we're blowing each other up, different teams, different groups on there. And so you have to understand that they're going to be reaching out to you initially a lot. And then eventually that may ease up. But there are some days where I don't get a text. Just it happens every once in a while from my team. And I'm like, what happened, guys? Like, I miss you guys. I want to talk. And I know Barry's laughing in the background because I tell her, I'm like, what's up? No text today? So communication is extremely important, and it has to be really, really high level. It can't be communication in the sense that you have this person that's leading your whole team, let's say a director of operations like I do with Launch. He can't be like, oh, hey, was this done? Was this done? Was this done? It's more like, hey, let's work on this together. This is what needs to be done. How's your day? How's your dog? Is it raining? Are you okay? Right? Good types of communication that brings people together. That's important. All right.